On this episode, we're going to be going over the Week 8 waiver wire.
And some crazy news, guys. OBJ out for the season. What does that mean for Cleveland? So many like 7,000 running backs continuously are injured. Who
And
pick up?
And C-Mac maybe coming back.
Ooh.
It's going to be an exciting one. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Brothers. Let's meet your host. From the cold and harsh distant land of Mother Russia, lover of romantic walks from his bed to his couch, Boris Wagner. From the sunshine state of California, lover of barbershops and sleeping in, Richard Wagner. Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. My name is Richard Wagner.
And I'm Boris Wagner.
That was actually cool. I was watching our intro on the screen, and that guy did a really cool job. I like how I looked.
Thank you, Guy.
Big
I
shout
look
out to Guy.
completely different.
You do?
I don't know where he got that look
Because
of mine.
you changed your hair after
no,
that video.
I didn't even have that hair. That's just long hair, dude.
Yeah, you probably went to one of those back in the day pictures.
Back in the
saw you with
day
that
when
full
I
hog.
was like, in a fraternity, getting a lot of chicos.
Chicos?
No,
What kind of chicos?
chicas.
Chicas.
Sorry. Aha.
But we got an exciting episode. Anything happened last night for you in your leagues?
No, just Robert Woods completely dudding.
What a trash game.
Yeah, that game was unbearable. to
Garbanzo
watch.
beans, man.
Unbearable to watch.
Just
The
two great
worst thing- yeah,
defenses with
this is the
two shit
problem.
offenses.
The worst thing that the NFL can do
Yeah,
is when the Rams are ahead.
right.
Because when the Rams are ahead,
Uh-huh.
it's just you just want to turn it off.
Yeah. And the worst thing you can do is watch Chicago be behind.
Yeah.
Unless it's to the Falcons, apparently.
Right.
But,
You won all your leagues again.
I won all my leagues second week in a row. I'm looking pretty cute there.
Pretty
I
cute.
just made another trade this week. I know people can give me crap for it, but I'm getting even more Zeke. I have Zeke in like every single one of my leagues except one, or two. But yeah, I am hoping, because of course I don't know, that the people are just selling low on him right now.
Right. Do you think there's a big alarm?
No, because the O-line,
Yeah.
they're getting back their number one rated O-line player, like top 5 in the league.
When
So
are they getting him back?
it could be possibly this game, but it's in the next couple weeks. So I think that's probably most of what's going on in there. Like, yeah, of course, Andy Dalton is whatever.
Right. It's
But
not the whole team.
no, because my thinking is that Andy Dalton doesn't have any time to do anything. You know, man, you can see that. Like, their O-line is just so garbanzo means that
That's
Andy
how bad.
Dalton.
That's how
Right.
we were like, why Prescott?
Right.
He still had more points than any other quarterback, which
Right.
is insane.
So the alarms aren't going off. I think people are maybe taking that maybe taking that offense
Tua.
taking that offense without the realization that their O-line is in shambles right now, and it's going to improve. And their defense is giving up the most points ever, all time, to any team in the NFL.
Washington look like Kansas City.
Yeah.
last
So
year.
with that, yes, I mean it's a little bit alarming that Zeke's getting a little bit less carries. In the passing game, Pollard, people would like to say is a better pass catcher. I can't really argue that. But I think Zeke's gonna eat. He's always gonna eat.
You hope he eats.
I hope he eats.
Right.
I hope
Clearly that's what it is.
I'm just
still,
calling the shot on
I'm
him.
kind of neutral. I mean, I think for a guy like him, yes, they've had good O-lines his whole career, but for a guy that's been top 3 every single year, it's hard to just, like put him to the side, and
Right.
I don't know. I think that if the team was smart, knowing that they're still in that division is so trash that if they get on like a 2-game winning streak, they're on top again. That their best player right now is always going to be Ezekiel Elliott.
Let's go, baby.
So they need to get him going. Honestly, you can't have 11 touches per game,
Right.
bro.
Yeah. No. No bueno. I mean, yeah. I mean, they're thinking. The thought is they're going to be so down they're not going to be able to run and pound the ball with him. But
Well, they need to start off like I'm okay to start off 2-3 drives
Right.
with running him 3 times.
Right, like 20 times.
I'm saying like within one
Right.
set, like just run.
Right.
Like I think he will get you a lot of the times. He'll
Yeah,
get you it.
for sure.
what
But
do you think of Tua?
of Tua,
He's coming back.
Tongavalo. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what happens. I think it's a big spectrum, of course, of what can happen. But I do think that there is a QB like 2-3 upside. Like I'm saying, the QB2, QB3. I don't know if he can beat
You think
Wilson.
he can do well against the Rams? It's playing the Rams.
I wouldn't start him. Like at this point, I would not start him because like I would see, and usually if you're playing a redraft, that why you're not starting him. You don't need to. I would like to see what happens first before I start him. I think he's gonna have a horrible game against the Rams. I don't think that's gonna be telling of who he is, but I'm excited for him. What do you think?
I have such like emotions
'Cause of
attached to it
Fitzy?
because of Fitz. Like, kind of want him not to do good.
Right.
Not even because I have Fitz, but because like it's kind of like disgusting about what happened to Fitz. Like Fitz got him the wins. Like I get Tua is the future. Like it's not gonna be Fitz.
Right.
But what happened to Fitz? It was just really horrible in my mind. What the organization did. Like in my mind, whatever. Like you might not think it. Like he did everything he could for that organization, and for him unknowingly to get dethroned like that. Like if he was like known in the season, like no matter how you do, no matter what's gonna go on, like we're going to start him. But that was just not clearly said.
Right.
So like I want Tua to succeed, but like
I mean, I get the Dolphins. I mean, at some point, it's like you drafted this guy. He's your future. Let's get him in.
At some point, for
But
sure.
it's also like you're not winning this year. Like just throw him in there and let's get the ball moving. Let's get him
Okay.
get developing. It would be better if we didn't have Fitz on our fantasy roster.
No, I just have respect for Fitz. You know, like I don't care.
Dallas,
I haven't
baby.
won
Dallas.
fantasy.
Dallas.
It's ridiculous. I'm saying 100% he should go on that team, like without a doubt.
Oh, I thought you said he will go.
No, I don't know, but like
yeah, 100% he should.
How? What are they doing?
Right, I don't understand.
What are they doing?
Maybe they're asking for too much. Miami Dolphins. Like maybe they've inquired. I don't know, but we haven't seen any reports of them inquiring. But all right, that was one of our longer intros. Got anything else to say?
You're cute.
Cutie pie.
You're cute.
Hey, we both said that. All right, let's get in to the news.
News.
I would say the biggest news is Christian McCaffrey, the man, the myth, the legend, the 101, the overall pick, might be coming back this week.
I'm very excited. I actually doing some best ball leagues, and like in the draft that I did, clearly like McCaffrey at that point after yesterday's game, like he wasn't. He was like one of the least, like the last person's
After their practice.
You know, yeah, like no one thought he's gonna play. So yesterday I kind of did one where it's like three teams draft,
Right.
and he was like my last pick because I'm thinking like if somehow he plays and somehow he outsnaps Mac Davis and has a decent game, like I have a pretty good chance because no one's picking McCaffrey. And the moment that you can pick McCaffrey, when they're like, wow, he's gonna play,
right,
he's going up.
Right, he's gonna be the number one pick.
He's gonna be the number one pick.
Well,
to pick.
I'd probably be after Julio.
1, 2, whatever. 1, 2, but you're never gonna be able to get Julio and McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. But what do we think? We think
So
we're gonna
do
snap.
I
They're
think
gonna
I think
snap count
at
him.
this right now, I think it's smarter for them not to play him.
My only thought is like they're playing Falcons, right? So maybe they're thinking like, all
We're
right,
gonna win no matter what.
No, maybe they're thinking like this is the game we bring C-Mac in. We let him run against the shit D-line, the shit defense, and get him, accumulated back into the NFL.
I'm gonna say my brain says no. Just I get it, but if you can rest him one more week,
well, but the problem is like not the problem, but the thing is he's been rested for 5 weeks.
I get
now.
you, but
like
he hasn't practiced. This is
Right.
his first day of practice.
But we talking about practice over here. I mean, this is C-Mac, baby. You don't need no practice. Allen Iverson reincarnated.
For sure, Allen Iverson. I mean, it would be awesome. Like honestly, as much as I don't have him in a league, as much as I think I'm gonna play him in one league or whatever, I want to watch him. Like on Thursday Night Football. Like who wouldn't want to see a guy with that kind of caliber, with that kind of skill,
Right.
to play? Like I'm excited to see him play, honestly, and it would be nice to see him. I'm kind of like probably 60-40 that he doesn't play, maybe 70-30 that he doesn't play, but it would be
Well,
awesome.
I'm probably like 70-30 he does play.
Oh,
Based on that he practiced and based on that he's been out for 5 weeks.
for sure.
But it's shitty if you have Mike Davis. It looks like it's coming to an end. If not this week, then the next week for
They
sure.
did say that he's still gonna play.
Yeah, that he will
So
play.
that's gonna be
He might
interesting
still
to
be a
see.
flex. I mean, he won't be a running back one
Right.
for you anymore.
For
and that's
sure.
a big hit.
Yeah, flex maybe.
He might be a flex play for you, which wouldn't be the worst. I'd be happy if that happened. And then
Yeah,
would
'cause
you
could just play McCaffrey and him.
and Mike Davis, right? But I would not probably throw in Christian McCaffrey into your roster this week, even if he does suit up and play.
I probably would. If I have a Christian McCaffrey,
Shit.
bro.
I mean, yeah, you're probably
definitely
right.
would.
All right, I take back
That's
what I said.
I mean, that's the thing with like Michael Thomas, with anyone like your star.
Yeah, see, like
knowing
Michael
they're gonna
Thomas,
be on-
I wasn't gonna play him that week.
I mean,
when
I
he
would
came back.
with your star. Like, I am okay unless I don't know where I'm at.
I just feel like they're gonna snap count him so hard.
For sure, but a guy like with those kind of calibers, like they can just do so much with so little amount.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Russell
not to.
Gage was limited in Monday and Tuesday's practices with a knee issue.
Julio Jones with a hip, right?
Right. Julio Jones was limited in Tuesday's practice with a hip issue. We haven't heard anything about that being serious. Russell Gage, we'll just skip over that one because hopefully you're not starting him.
In the best ball, you probably will.
In best ball for sure.
Underdog, you will.
In the underdog, yes. But Julio Jones, I don't think this is concerning. I think
No.
this is just him being freaking 70 years old.
OBJ.
OBJ,
In
I think we talked about him last
time,
episode,
but
yeah.
let's just
we can talk about him again. OBJ
Okay.
out for the season,
for
baby.
sure out for the season now.
Wow, super sad for him.
Landry season now.
Damn, OBJ is literally just
Yeah, I'm
So
feel
hard.
Yeah,
yeah.
sucks.
Super sad. And people are now speculating Baker Mayfield now with the
Without OBJ,
removal of OBJ and the pressure of throwing OBJ the ball will now be a monster. I don't see it. I think his value
no, because they're
definitely
still
goes
a
down.
number one running team.
Yeah,
They still prefer to do that.
get yourself Nick Chubb. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
Or Kareem Hunt. Either one.
How can you get those guys?
I think Nick Chubb you could probably. Yeah, I
Knowing
think you
that
could
he's-
have gotten
he's
Nick Chubb
coming
pretty cheap.
Back then.
I know back then when he got
I mean,
injured.
now he's coming back probably week 9, so I don't
Right.
know.
Devontae Freeman did not practice Tuesday. I don't know. Would you still throw him into
Gallman?
your slot?
Freeman against Tampa Bay?
Yeah, probably not. I think you have to rest him,
No
especially with that
way.
dud last week.
I would probably not have none of those running backs.
Ravens signed Des Bryant to their practice squad.
I'm excited, man. I know, of course, whatever, everybody, it's the opposite of what people think about Antonio Brown for the most part. You know, Antonio Brown has a skyrocket chance. This guy doesn't. I'm excited because I've watched him play, most of his career.
Yeah, of course.
And I know he has the talent. I know his age is 31 years old. I get it. 31, 32, just like Antonio Brown. And of course, it's a little scary that even Marquise Brown can do none. But I'm going to say maybe this opens the door more for Marquise Brown and for Des Bryant. Like, it opens up more doors, and who knows?
Bro,
I'm saying who knows?
they just need to get Lamar into a freaking throwing camp. But this is actually really big news over here. Speaking of AB, Chris Godwin fractured his index finger and is out for Week 8 against the Giants.
Might be more.
Now, yeah, AB's not coming back Week 8. He's coming back Week 9.
I'm
But
saying it might be more. Where
it might
Godwin.
be more. The team believes he has a shot to play Week 9.
Shots.
Right.
Imagine, bro, there's no Godwin. It's Mike Evans and Antonio Brown, which just means it's Antonio Brown.
Right.
Wow. His first game
Antonio
there,
Brown.
he could just be like the wide receiver 1.
Yeah, I mean, people are projecting, high upside wide receiver 2 numbers.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
projecting, like, the number 1 wide receiver.
For sure.
I'm
definitely hope. You hope.
Listen, I just want to take
I
a
need him,
victory
bro.
lap.
I know you want to.
I'm just going to take a victory lap because I drafted him. I rostered him. I knew this day would come. I knew we were going to get here. I blocked Boris from picking him up in some leagues. I did it. And he's back. The man himself. Sorry.
And
everybody.
but there is a court date. Remember?
There is a court date in a month pending. Hey, but I'll take 3 good games out of AB all day.
That'd be hilarious, bro. He plays 3 games.
And then he's
then-
like in prison. That would suck. But yeah.
I know Carlos Hyde, injured. Might not play this game.
We'll get into that later with the
He
waiver
has-
wire.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Right,
it's
right.
an
Yeah,
injury
go
list.
for it.
He has a hamstring tightness. They're saying that he has a decent chance of not playing. So that's DJ time.
And just to let you know, Mike Evans and Scotty Miller are both also dealing with nagging injuries.
yeah, Mike Evans, man, he's been hobbled this whole season. So
Yeah, Carlos Hyde is dealing with hamstring tightness and is uncertain to play Week 8. Also, Bernard is the lead back. I don't know why they made an article on that. We all know that. Oh, okay. Belichick said the after effects of Cam Newton's play is not affecting him. The after effects of COVID is not affecting Cam Newton. By the way, it says Cam Akers didn't touch the ball in the Rams Week 7 win over the Bears. We saw him run the ball once.
Yes,
Yeah, so I don't
once.
know why they're making these.
I think I know.
It was a flag. It was a flag. He did touch the ball once, though, just pointing it out there. And I believe that's all the news. So, shall we get into the waiver wire? Who are you texting?
It's our
Internet provider?
Discord.
All right. Yeah, you see that, guys? Join our Discord. We never sleep. Even if we're in the middle of an episode, we respond to questions. Join our Discord. All right, let's get into the waiver wire.
Waiver wire.
This is kind of a...
Wait, let me just stop this. Michelle, I know it's part of a show. On our Discord, the dude that I was talking to you about, he messaged you on Instagram, so you potentially got another client, which is awesome. Our fantasy football community needs healing help. And we have our girlfriend, my girlfriend, not our girlfriend, my girlfriend.
Yes, we share a
So
girlfriend.
Michelle, check that out. He's a great dude. So yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into the waiver wires. We got some...
There's like a grip, bro.
We got some waiver wire pickups for this week, and we got some long-term waiver wire pickups. We can start with the wide receiver waiver wire pickups. I would say for this week, you're looking at Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk is probably my favorite, just because Debo's going to be missing several
for
weeks.
several weeks long. And yeah, he kind of falls into the this week and a little bit of long-term.
And they're playing
running,
Seattle.
They're playing Seattle, and their running backs are a little bit out, so you could see a lot of run design plays for him. You have Nelson Aguilar, who's been balling out, caught a touchdown in his last 3 games.
Right.
The targets haven't been there, but he's been catching
he looks like
deep
the guy.
balls.
Definitely the guy there. It's definitely not Ruggs. Ruggs is just a high like an upside play of hopefully he can get a long touchdown.
It's like a McCall Hardman.
Right.
At this point. We have Antonio Brown. Listen, if Antonio Brown's on your waiver wire, you use $100
he's the number
of your waiver wire
one.
pickup.
That's why he's the picture on our thumbnail. You know, he I don't know how he's on your league still.
Yeah, I would use 100% of my waiver wire. My number one pick, I would use everything. For Brandon Ayuk, I would also use a top waiver wire pick.
Right, I would use a good amount of fab.
I would use probably like
60.
30%. Wow.
I'll use
Probably 30, 35.
I think he's already been playing well with limited amount. Like he got like over 20 points last game. He got a TD. Like he's looking pretty good, man.
Definitely. And then we got Jalen Reagor, who's coming back out of IR. And we have also Alshon Jeffrey, who's coming back. So you might be able to throw one of them into your spots this week. But
I don't
also
know if
long
I would
term.
use too much fab on either one of them.
Yeah,
honestly,
they've been low waiver wire pickups.
Just because of that team, just because now there's so many wide receivers, like you don't know what's gonna happen with him. You know, I think using maybe 10% or something.
I would even less. I'd probably use like 3-4% of my fab. And then we got Callaway, huh? Balling out over there with no MT.
Man. I think he's looking like the guy if Emmanuel Sanders doesn't play, because he is dealing with COVID, and I don't know how long that takes. He said there was a possibility he comes back, but if he doesn't, and Michael Thomas, another thing we didn't really mention, Michael Thomas is dealing with a grade 1 sprain.
Right. I think we talked about it yesterday.
Right. So if he doesn't play, also there's a whole thing of like people sending me stuff of like he's trying to get traded. It's like back and forth. I don't know what the truth is because he just sent me someone sent me an article. I don't know if that's the
Crazy.
case. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Any other wide receiver pickups?
Yeah, there is a few. I would say Higgins is someone to look into.
Cleveland Higgins, not the T Higgins, because he ain't going to be that.
Rashad Higgins.
Rashad Higgins, I think that's a pretty great play. I mean, we've seen Baker go to Rashad
he
in
got
his
10
career.
targets. You got 10 targets.
Yeah, he did well. With no OBJ, I think you could do worse.
Right. I also think
It's
Shepard.
getting hot in here.
It is. We got the heater on.
Like to what, 90?
I don't know. We have Shepard. He had a good game. I don't know if he's still on your waiver.
Sterling Shepard, huge waiver wire pickup. I would grab him probably right after Ayuk over Nelson Aguilar. Just for the
8
future.
targets. Yeah, just 8 targets. And I think what it looks like is that Shepard is becoming. He has the number 1 corner on him week to week.
Right.
And they're gonna be behind every game, so they need to throw the ball.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still cashing in on that $25 bet, baby.
Maybe honestly, someone that you're like, what? But I think it's a decent play, man. It's Curtis Samuel now.
What?
Man. I know. Curtis Samuel. He's just getting rushing attempts. He's getting the targets. He's a quick dude. Last game he got 6 for 6 rushing touchdown. I'm saying for deeper league, like he is someone to really just think about, especially versus Atlanta. Like this might be a good time to just throw him in.
Also, Cole Beasley. If John Brown doesn't play, I think it's a must.
Cole Beasley's a must play.
And then we also have John Brown. who if he's on your waiver wire, I'd go pick him up if you are a winning team and stash him. Because when he was playing, he was doing good. Mustache, the Minch himself.
He's a mustache. Get it?
All right, any other wide receivers? Or are we moving on to the running backs?
I think it might be pretty good. I think that's Brian too, man.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
That's Brian.
All right.
Definitely liking him.
Let's move on to the running backs. Who we got?
Running
Who is at the
backs.
top of the list? Is it
Also-
Homer?
Wait. AJ Green, if he's still out there.
Yeah.
I am still like
Back
he
on
is
that
g-
train?
Yes, back on the train. 2
We're
games
back
in a
on it.
row. I think because the way Higgins, the way Boyd are all playing really well, they're not being able to like double, triple, quadruple team him, and he's getting a lot of targets. He's getting a lot of yards.
Yeah,
per
I don't think anybody
catch.
was double, triple,
Whatever.
quadruple
I'm just
teaming
saying.
him.
I like him. I do.
All right. So to the running back waiver wire pickups, who you got as your number one? Is it Homer? Is it Homer's backup?
Man, this is hard.
But, if Boston Scott's there, he's not number one, I would say,
Right.
if he's still there.
Also,
Check out if Bernard or Williams.
right. I would say Bernard and Williams are probably my favorite for just.
But
this
they're not
week.
gonna be there.
Not rest of the season, but like, yeah,
They're not gonna
probably
be
not
there.
going to be there. I don't like. What's his name? The other running back. With Aaron Jones, what's his name? The Rook.
AJ Dillon, yeah, he's washed.
Don't like him.
Nah,
Washed.
he's washed, but
You know,
he just didn't
yeah.
do well.
I think
So what? Homer,
Edwards is a good
Gus
one.
Edwards for this week.
Gus
I think
Edwards
is fine. Yeah,
is a good one.
I
for-
think
they are
Dobbins,
playing.
you
They
could
are
just-
playing the Steelers.
right.
It's a little tricks.
I would put them at the very bottom if I was just to play him. You
Right.
could also play Dobbins. I would say as like a dart throw. Maybe he gets a
Right.
rushing touchdown.
I also kind of like Hasty.
Yeah.
Hasty's a decent. Like who knows what McKinnon's gonna do?
And Tevin Coleman. I mean,
Tevin
if
Coleman.
I
He's not. Yeah, he might be coming back.
He might be coming back. I wouldn't be scared to try McKinnon out again.
Right.
I
No,
think
I
you could do
definitely
worse.
wouldn't. And then DJ Dallas.
Right. DJ Dallas
I
and
think
Homer.
he's gonna be a preferred running back in this situation. I think Homer is more of a third down back.
Who's Seattle playing again?
Seattle is playing San Francisco. Also, like not the best for
Right.
sure, and he's a rookie. But they're also Houston just let go C.J. Prowse, who was the backup to DJ David
Right.
Johnson. And they're saying that he has a pretty high chance to come back to Seattle, because he's been with Seattle before,
Well.
and he could be a guy just
Right.
to think about. Some other running backs, Malcolm Brown. Honestly, like.
I mean, he got the touchdown.
He got the
You could
touchdown.
throw
He's
him
just
in
like
there.
this is the way I look at it. If you think that these the games are gonna be where the Rams are kind of behind in the game, where the team they're a little overmatched, Malcolm Brown is a hit because clearly Malcolm Brown is number one. He's the best pass blocker. He's the best like reliable guy. The only reason when they use Henderson is when they're like, okay, like we're tied or we're ahead and we want to like make some like crazy plays.
Right.
But he is the preferred back in
Yeah.
my mind. That's kind of what I look at him as, like the veteran who doesn't do a lot of wrong things. And they use him a lot in third downs, which is crazy. I don't know how.
And also Cam No, I'm just kidding.
Cam Akers, I think as of right now, I'm sorry to say, but I think he's a
Yeah,
drop.
I don't know. He definitely is a drop. I don't even understand what they did. They
It's
used
the Rams.
they used their
I don't know what
highest
the last
pick,
2 years, bro. Just I don't know what they're doing, bro.
their highest
my
pick-
favorite
oh,
team.
Arthur. Hey Arthur, you're on the podcast.
Okay.
Say what's up to
probably
everyone.
not appropriate.
Okay, I took you off speaker. Okay, what's up? Bыстрее. What? Drop? Yeah. Just get what we got last time.
Sorry, guys. Some transactions.
No, not the same thing, but just that amount. All right. До свидания. Peace.
Das Vidania.
До свидания, Федя. All right. Yeah, man. This with the Rams. What are they doing over there?
It's my squad. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, you should be. I'm kidding. Super sad. All right. On to the TE. Pickups.
Yeah. So clearly you can't get Rob Gronkowski anymore. Rob Gronkowski looks amazing.
What?
I know.
What? Is all I'm saying. But honestly, I mean, he's probably on the come down with AB joining.
Potentially, man. I also see maybe that helps him even more, man.
I don't think so. You can't deny that having another option is going to hurt him.
Of course. I am still
Especially someone as AB.
right, but with all the TE situations, I'm okay to just continue playing him. I think
Oh,
he
I'm
looks
fine
good.
playing him.
He's
I'm
making
just
some
saying
big plays.
you might be like, I would say if I could trade him right now for maybe
like who?
maybe I can package him and someone to get Jonu, or him and someone to get Waller, or him and someone.
Yes, if you
Yeah.
can do that, absolutely.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And you could do that if you have
For
another
sure.
piece. So I'm saying I'd be looking to probably upgrade and trade off of him before AB comes back.
Another tight end that I'm pretty high up, especially this week, Rogers.
Aaron.
No, Rogers
I'm kidding.
on Philly. He did
Yeah,
really good.
Richard
He had 8
Rodgers.
targets. Yeah, he had 8 targets last game. I think they just, maybe other wide receivers are coming in, but we know how much they love to target their tight ends. They have a lot of tight end sets, and I mean, Ertz and Goddard are
Goddard
not
not
coming
playing.
back this week. So I'm just saying, just temper expectations in the sense of don't use a high waiver
Mm-hmm.
because he's only going to play for this last week probably.
Right.
But if you need a tight end for this week, I think he's a great smash pick. A great
Yeah, I wouldn't
play.
say smash. I think it's a dart throw, but I think it's great.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, your
I think
opinion's
that
better than mine, so.
maybe Bryant, the rookie for Cleveland potentially. I mean, he got
With Austin Hooper being out with his freaking.
I mean, he got 5 targets. He got 2 touchdowns. I'm saying like if you need a tight end
Right.
for one more week, also potential.
Yeah. What are we thinking about Jimmy Graham? Still playing him, right?
Yeah, I think Jimmy Graham got 5 targets. Like he did what you want.
Right. He
And
just
it
didn't
was-
get the touchdown.
He just didn't get the touchdown,
but
and
it was fine floor.
he had a horrible matchup. So.
Right, horrible matchup. Well, yeah, should we do some streamers? You want to look at the matchups real quick? If you're streaming quarterbacks, if you're streaming defenses, we'll let you know what we would
Yeah,
roll
I'm gonna
with.
say Carr must. He's been even last game he had over 20 points.
He did
Yes.
against
Tampa
with that
Bay.
O-line.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I didn't even
He's
know
an
that.
amazing play against Cleveland. Amazing play.
amazing.
Yes. Bridgewater against Atlanta.
Right.
Gotta play him
I think he's my number one just so you
Yeah,
can watch
oh
the
yeah,
Thursday game.
for sure. I got him. It's probably my 2 favorite, honestly. I don't
Who's-
know who I'm gonna really
who's
start
Kirk
anywhere
playing?
else. I don't like it.
Who's he playing?
Kirk is playing Green Bay. I'm just not crazy about it.
Wow. I'd actually play him in that.
For
Should be a high scoring game. It's actually gonna be a wild game.
For sure.
Um
Yeah, I mean, to me, he's my 3rd out of all those players.
Hopefully-
And honestly,
I wonder who
I
Zaire's
know
gonna guard.
I know
bro.
I say, don't play this guy ever.
Don't say Phillip.
No,
Okay.
but Garoppolo.
Yeah, I know. People would say that, but
I know.
no, I'm not doing it. I'm not
For
advising
sure. I mean,
anyone.
they're playing Seattle. Seattle's the 2nd worst
I know,
pass
but
ro- pass defense.
Hey,
I get you,
I wonder who Zaire Alexander's gonna guard, dude. You think he's gonna guard Justin Jeff or Adam Thielen?
Justin Jeff. He's great for Thielen.
So he's like the number one.
We said this already.
I know, but like,
But the number
We're gonna
one
see
means like,
who-
but the number one also means like who's gonna make the bigger plays, like who is more athletic, who's gonna make the bigger plays.
who's the alpha wide receiver? That's the number one.
It's like who are we scared? Like is
Who are we
Thielen-
scared of? Right, and I think they're probably scared of Justin Jeff at this point,
Right.
based off what he just did last week.
Yeah, I just think that he's just a bigger play guy.
Right,
Thielen, I don't think he's athletic enough to just do that at this point. I think he's a smarter player.
right, and then defense streamers.
I think the number one team is Philly. Philly are playing Dallas. Dallas.
Oh yeah,
just
you
like,
want anyone?
Jesus
over Dallas.
Christ.
Um,
I would say that's my number one. I'm okay with playing Indianapolis against Detroit. Detroit honestly doesn't look that good, man. They won Atlanta, but they just didn't look good to me.
I saw a bet that some guy placed. It was like $1 million on a bunch of like different things against Detroit and Atlanta, and he won. He put it on like Detroit, and they won at the last freaking second.
He was probably like literally dying.
Literally, yeah, it was probably
Heart
it's
attack.
probably the most dopamine you can ever
Right.
get in your freaking life.
Right.
But yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, join our Discord. We have an awesome community in
And
there.
do not drop cool. Just because he got 2 points for you, they're
you
actually
don't drop cool.
he was actually playing a very hard, like, kicker situation. Like the projected stats for the kicker, against Detroit is actually really bad. And right now he's playing a very high situation. With Carolina, they give up a lot for in regards to kickers. So I think Ku has had too many good games for you to drop him. Have him in your lineup for this Thursday. You can watch him ball out, and watch that game. I mean, honestly, I think this is an exciting game. And I think and Atlanta lost them last time. I think Atlanta continues to lose every game. I think
Yeah, the Cowboys expect Zach Martin to return this week against the Eagles.
oh my God, great news.
Yeah. And they
Please come
also
back.
last week, I don't know if he played. They did activate him from the offensive line. Let me see if he actually played.
Zach Martin?
No. Cam Irving. Let's see if he played. Dun, dun, dun.
Do you drop DJ Shark after these bad games? And he's on the bye? I say no.
I don't think he's a drop.
If you can pick up Goddard right now, though, guys, if you can trade for Goddard, if you can get Goddard, go get that man. Go get that man. He's going to ball.
Got it? Oh,
out.
yeah. Oh, freaking yeah. I'm pretty hyped.
It's Goddard season. That's probably the one person I'm confident in Philly at this point. I really believe in him.
Well,
Who cares, dude?
yeah, enough about
Yeah,
that.
who cares?
Listen, I just think they're going to be better. All right, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the like video. We're going to be back tomorrow with even more energy talking about our rankings.
Talking about rankings, and check out our Discord
Yes,
description below. Check out our community. We have a community where people are asking about their health, and we're like, hey, we know someone. I know someone.
Not only that, we're like, hey, it's in the middle of my episode. I don't care.
I'm gonna answer you exactly.
Yes.
No matter what time of the day is, if it's 4 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 9 in the morning, whatever it is, I will wake up. We will wake up. We will do what we can.
Guaranteed or your money back.
Yes, and it's free.
And it's
So
free.
you're gonna get that free money.
You're going to
baby.
get it back.
Yes.
You're going to get a bike.
Back.
I'm kidding.
Let's go.
They're gonna now
They're gonna sue us.
no, they're gonna put a copyright claim on the video and take all the money. Take a third of a penny.
BDGE, we love you.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Hopefully you're 7-0. Peace.
Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode. Visit our website at thefantasyfootballbrothers.com. Check us out on social media at the Fantasy Football Brothers. See you next time.